That's all we needed. Well, just crossed over into Montana. Got a couple hour drive and get ready for my Montana elk hunt. Drove up from Denver to Sheridan, Wyoming, stayed the night last night, met my camera guy Lance, and now we've got a couple hour drive to get to the ranch we'll be hunting. Well, we got to Montana elk camp, none the worse for wear. The road bikes rode pretty well, hopefully stayed dry enough under the tarp. So I'm gonna load them, put them in the shed. It's still pretty muddy out, so I'm not gonna give these a whirl. Just get unloaded, organized, and get ready for an afternoon scout and hunt. Leave your keys in your bike, you don't need to worry about. It's awesome. After a several mile ATV ride, Mike was generous enough to show me around. He was going to hunt back that way and just kind of show me some of the lay of the land. And we stopped and turned the ATVs off, and we heard some bugling up here, so we just decided we'd hunt together this afternoon, at least start out and see what's over there. There were at least 2 or 3 different bugles. Just on the backside of that bald ridge, so we got the bikes down low and see if we can maybe call a bull in for each other, at least see what caliber of elk is up there. It's great to hear unsolicited bugles. It's 4:45.
It's so early, it's shocking me.
Is there just around that?
Yeah.
The flat just around that knob.
We're right inside that early timber. I usually don't get back until black.
Yeah.
So, say, do you want my number? Do you want to text me if something happens?
There they go. Did you see the bull? I never seen a bull, I just seen elk. Okay. Typical, I looked over there and missed him. I didn't see the bull, I saw 6 or 8 cow. One, two, 3. At least 2 or 3 bulls over here. That's the direction those cows went. I don't know if they keep working or they're milling around. We'll have to get right in. Sort of the mix of a little bit of a rut fest. I don't know if that's him clunking or if there's one down here in the bottom. Judge him that well, but that's a good bull. I think that's right down here. got another bull that isn't as far as them. It sounds like he's bugling down here.
He's running across the opening right now.
Land in Colorado. I'd shoot this all day long. Mark Garcia calls this a dink here.
Might want to push that next bush though.
Yep. He's going that way. There's a couple more bulls over here.
Careful, careful.
Back out of here, let him be. Get some. God, we got 1, 2, 6 bulls or so just screaming right now. There's an elk.
Yeah.
A couple of them down in there.
Which side of the draw? Which side of that draw? It's going on.
To the right.
They don't come on this trail as much.
Yeah.
They cut up on that because they want to be on that hillside there. I've seen a few walk through here, but way more over there.
Okay.
They go right in those trees up there. They kind of wind up.
Just this side
like
of those
that
rocks.
shoulder. Yeah, this side of those rocks.
So I think what we'll do is Mike's gonna come up here a little bit and sit and we'll just watch which direction they're coming up. There's this rim rock that follows this hillside for a long way, and they gotta find a few gaps to get open, a few passes. So you set up and, if you can get in front and intercept them, but once they get up on top, then they mill around and look for a spot to bed and rut and do that type of thing. But they're coming up from the lower ag fields now, and it doesn't take them long to get up here, but there's some bugles down in there, so.
What do you do?
I think we'll just, like I said, go set up over here and you sit here.
Okay.
If we can see each other, great.
Sure, sounds good.
Okay. I think that one bull cut down into them.
Yeah.
And that's him that just walked up.
Yeah.
Right by that smaller bull. There's the other one down low. Where? He's down low to the right and in the draw. Standing there going downhill. That's the bigger one.
Try to run down, man.
was exciting. It didn't quite seal the deal. I was worried. I kept feeling a little wind at our back. I was hoping it was more of a left to right. And as you'd expect, it's a heck of a bull. He came in, tried to circle downwind, and he kept putting his nose in the air, obviously wanting to smell cows, and he may have likely caught a little whiff of us. And he just ran off, but that was a good bull.
This segment is brought to you by Siberian Coolers. Be the alpha, own the alpha. This segment is brought to you by Outdoor Edge, makers of the highest quality processing sets to do it yourself and save.
We're gonna try a little different spot this morning. We are hunting down by the valley, where all those elk move up through from the ag fields up to above that rim rock. We're up higher. My buddies Rob and Santino have already killed their elk off of here. Both killed them up in this area. Figured we'd give it a different try, learn a little bit more of the ranch, have more options. It's a quiet morning, so we'll just do some blind setups and see if we can't get something to fire off. But it doesn't sound like a real ruddy morning so far. Running. Drop off and make a couple calls. Go around that way, drop down into that drainage. There's a lot out there. I know.
Based on the other bulls I've seen and it being early in the hunt, I'm not interested in any of these bulls. But what an awesome encounter. So we've only got about 45 minutes of light left. You know, warm
gotten somewhat calm. We may not hear anything tonight. They may just rut and bugle tonight. Hopefully they'll at least do that. Figured out what to do. I think as we as hunters are always thinking of the next plan, what we're gonna do the next day, even though the day's not over yet. And it can happen quick. But I think we'll go back and sit on some of that overlook where we did the other morning and watch the bulls come out of the ag fields. And watch the elk come out of the ag fields and hopefully be in a position to call one in or have one walk by. Sit on this hillside in the shade for a bit.
As it often happens, just when you've lost hope for the day or the hunt, things change in an instant.
I think I just heard a bugle up at the head of the creek. There he is. He's out there about 200 yards. It's a good bull. He's coming, Willie. He's raking that tree. I gotta make a move to get up there. Said it can happen quick and just take one, and that's exactly what happened. We sat here a couple hours and we were getting ready to move a couple 100 yards and we saw him up here and he bugled and I thought he was going to come right in. When I got to 40 yards, perfectly broadside, took the shot. Based on where that lighted knock hit, it looked a touch high. He crashed off. I ran up high to take a look to see if I could see anything, and so I go back, get my pack, get the headlamps, look for the lighted knock. I don't know if it was a pass-through or not, but that just happened so fast. That's the only bugle we heard and bull we saw all night, but that's all we needed. So this was what he was raking all right here. I think it's still good blood. The problem is that he was running through here, so he's not leaving a lot. All right, got this marked, got the flag. Get back to camp, and I think it'll be good. I just rolled up this morning to get in here and go to Last Blood and hopefully recover this bull. So we're just gonna go find it and follow drop by drop, and then if we have to start grid searching, we'll grid search, starting with the river bottom up and down, and if he went up, that's never a good sign, but hopefully he didn't go up very far into the canyon on the north side. Following tracks and blood, and he's still running, which, maybe he ran till he fell over, maybe he stopped sometime and finally bedded, I don't know. I just hope there's gold at the end of the rainbow. I'll run back and get that last flagging, and we'll start flagging some of this in case we lose it. Or we can always come back to a spot.
Searching for about 4 hours, and now it's grid search time. An area where they've been coming down to the water from this canyon. There's some tracks, but I haven't seen any blood. Oh! He's right here! Oh my God! Yeah, the shot was high and a little bit back. God dang. But We found him. I was so nervous and worried, and he's probably 250 yards from last blood. And just grid searching, and there's bigger bulls here, and I know that. But you see something like this, just a beautiful symmetrical one, I didn't hesitate. Just need to get him taken care of, field dressed. And we can get the vehicles back here and get him back. And I'm guessing he came up here.
I would think he would come all the way up there, but I didn't see him.
He may have come up this way, I don't know, but obviously was gonna bed or just fell over and couldn't do it anymore. You and I talked, Mike. I mean, if he started going uphill and he was hit like we thought, he wasn't gonna go far uphill. What a fun wrap up to a fun hunt. I mean, and a lot of this Mike hunting with you, and I'm happy to stay for a day or so and call for you. I just love doing that, and if you want me to.
Sure. Put it out in the morning and see what we can do.